Good evening. Welcome on into the evening edition of From Day One. Tonight, courtesy of our friend Van Valiant, we have a Marine threat finding out why going full sovereign citizen while after hitting a deer is a very bad idea.
Okay, before we start, the title of this video does sound like clickbait, but I promise you it's not. In fact, it couldn't be more accurate. A Marine vet apparently hit a deer with his car. Not sure if the deer survived, but did break this guy's headlight, which is the initial reason for the traffic stop by Colorado State Patrol. He then, in his infinite wisdom, decides to go full soft sit and start accusing two officers of violating their oath when things don't go his way. Right, let's get into the video.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're on our way from Paragosta Springs, heading on Highway 160. We're here with Officer
I'm Trooper Enriquez with the Colorado State Patrol.
Trooper Enriquez and...
Oh.
Yeah, there's one. Excuse me, Trooper, may we have your name, please?
My name's Trooper Wilson, Colorado State Patrol, IBM 0046.
Okay,
The contact is recorded.
Sweet.
How are you doing, sir?
Not good. Can you see my front? Yeah, can you see that?
Hit a deer.
There's two reasons you're being contacted today. So, passenger side headlight, it's out, but obviously we can see that's damaged. And you don't have any tags on the vehicle, okay? Alright, so that's why you're being contacted. Do you have any questions about that?
I have no questions about it, no.
Okay, awesome.
No.
Got a driver's license, registration, proof of insurance on you, sir?
I have an identification, just a second.
Okay. You're covering the
Oh,
name.
my bad.
You have a nice dog.
All right. Do you have
His
a
name's
valid
Cal.
driver's license?
I do, but not contracted with Colorado.
So you're what?
So I'm not contracted with Colorado.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
You don't
It means that I have no license with Colorado.
Some
Okay, do you
kind
have it
of
with another
hound. I'm not sure what kind.
It's with another state,
Or
but
dog of some sort.
I mean, I'm not
There you go.
in any type of association with that contract right now.
With that contract? Okay, what do you mean by that?
Okay, first of all, if you don't contract with the state of Colorado, then get off their roads. And secondly, he's not saying it, but he does have a valid driver's license out of Arkansas. So this BS about not contracting with Colorado, which is not a thing because you're conflating contract law with criminal, is nonsense.
I'm trying to
It's like the license is for the commercial use of
Okay.
whatever, right?
Okay. So
Yeah.
you need a valid driver's license to operate a vehicle in the state of Colorado. Okay, sir.
Well, that's why I was showing you that there
Is
to
that-
be able to
okay, Are
have.
you gonna come back with a valid driver's license?
Excuse me,
Are you gonna have you ever had a valid driver's license?
not in Colorado, no.
Not in Colorado.
No.
All right. Can I see that ID again?
Yep.
All right. I don't want to blind you, but I gotta get it up. Okay.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah,
What's your
Geico's closed. Go say again.
What's your middle name? I just see the initial.
Miguel. Migel.
Thank you.
I mean, props to him for not being a dick about identifying himself and being fairly pleasant about all this. But according to his logic, isn't giving his name and date of birth contracting with the state of Colorado something he doesn't want to do? But we all know soft states love to cherry pick laws they like or are convenient while ignoring the ones they don't, which in this case is registration.
You're just on the phone with the insurance company.
And they're closed for the weekend.
They're closed.
That looks like a bad day. What's your date of birth, sir? Okay. And where do you reside? Where would your ID be out of?
Well, the place that I'm working at now is in Walsenburg.
Is in Walsenburg?
Yeah.
Okay. But when you had a prior ID, or if you did, what state is it out of?
Arkansas.
It's Arkansas?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh yes, the great state of Arkansas. Definitely on my list of states to visit when I eventually make it to the US. And of course the home of Arkansas Police Activity, NST, Police Pursuits, and all the other channels who cover those awesome dashcam videos. We love you guys.
Okay, and do you have the registration and insurance for the vehicle?
Yeah, let's check here. I'm holding that, please. Split.
I'll give my dispatch that.
That
video.
What you guys hit?
Good, good, good.
A deer, a buck.
Where was it?
Just I don't even know, maybe 30 minutes ago.
Oh, really?
Not even that long
So
ago.
just barely.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
on
the
the west
front
side
end
of
is
South
really-
Fork.
It's
Oh, really?
hissing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hissing. The car is. I'm not sure what. I think the radiator
Are
is
you
hissing.
leaking any fluids or anything?
I don't think so. Just
No, there
steam.
wasn't anything dripping or everything. We stopped down at the gas station and whatever little stores right down there. So
You checked it up. Well,
Yeah.
you're lucky everything's running.
yeah. I mean, at least one headlight too. You know,
Yeah, you got-
we were just singing the whole song. You know, we'll make it home with one headlight. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Probably scared the heck out of you guys when you hit the deer, huh?
It was.
well, I mean, I've traveled so many
It scared
miles
me.
that it was one of those like it. I mean, it comes through. And you can't miss it.
Yeah,
like I've hit a deer on a
at a
motorcycle
certain
before.
point,
It's
it's
like
safer.
sometimes it just happens.
At a certain point, it's safer just to hit it than try and swerve.
Yeah. I mean, because it just
No.
got done sleeting
And it's narrow.
on the top over there,
Yeah.
and the roads were still wet and everything. And I was like, man, I know what's gonna happen. So
Yeah. So, unfortunately, love deer, but
tag right here. Are you
just
Oh,
better
right
to
up.
do that just so I can verify the VIN?
there you go.
keep yourself out of the ditch.
It's like
Yeah.
I think a Chevin should be on the
Fortunately,
window
we're
right here
towards the
too.
middle of the
Right here.
road.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you? The VIN is also right here on the window.
I think this guy needs a refresher course in how to be a sovereign citizen because he's not doing too good of a job, is he? By first giving his name and then by showing the VIN, you're letting the side down.
It's hard to see.
Are you looking just for a van?
Here.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's like it's on here.
Do you have that card? Can you just pull that?
Yeah, as I say, it's on here.
Okay, just so I can.
Yeah.
351.
Or starting to get cold.
All right. Do you have any questions for me so far, Christopher, or while you're being contacted?
No, not yet. I figured sooner or later. I saw one trooper
Just happened.
right after it happened, and I was hoping, but they were off going the other direction. So I was like, sooner or later, I was gonna have to talk to somebody about it. I was like, yeah, right on.
That's fair. Do you have the tags for your vehicle, or do you have the registration paperwork, anything like that that shows that the vehicle is registered?
Yeah.
Marine.
Is it? There you go. Appreciate the service.
I appreciate y'all's. I always try to tell people, it's like, look, if it wasn't for everybody back here doing what America does, what I did over there, me getting shot over there would have been useless,
And we all really appreciate your service. And as a Marine, no less, that really does sort the men from the boys. And you took a freaking bullet as well, dude, which you're still suffering the effects of to this day. So let me ask you this. Why would you go down this sovereign citizen road? Wouldn't that go against the oath you swore to uphold? Specifically the 10th Amendment of the Constitution, which gives each state the right to enact laws like the one being enforced by these two officers right now. Again, thank you for your service and all, but I think you might need to brush up on the Constitution a bit.
I'm gonna step back here. If you just want to look better, okay, just give me a second. Okay?
Is that
Title.
title? That might help if he couldn't find the van. I appreciate that. So being in the Marines, Pendleton or Paris Island?
Pendleton. Yeah.
There you go. I actually lived in, well, you know where 29 Palms is, right?
Oh, yeah.
I lived there for 6 months, unfortunately.
Marine?
No, I'm not a Marine.
Oh, okay.
I just was there, so I'm gonna give this to him real quick. It might help him find it.
Right on. Appreciate it.
Right, so I'm going to fast forward through nearly 15 minutes where he proves ownership of the vehicle and where they discover that he does in fact have a valid driver's license, plus the subsequent conversation with the second officer who does a great job at keeping the situation de-escalated. Oh, and spikes were placed under the front wheels to prevent any shenanigans apparently. And then we'll come back in where the first officer comes back with the bad news.
Indeed.
Hey, checking up on you, okay? All right, here's your info and here's that title, okay?
Awesome.
Here's an envelope, okay? Headlight, I understand. That just recently broke. Don't worry about that. You have a valid license. You're fine there. You do have an unregistered vehicle, though, okay? So I'm going to be citing you for the unregistered vehicle, all right? So I'll explain this to you, and then I'll take any questions afterwards.
Does that mean that I'm required to have a contract with?
So to operate a vehicle in the state of Colorado on our public roadway,
So is that a yes?
it has to be registered. Okay?
So is that a requirement that I'm supposed to have a contract with the state of Colorado?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
just
I know that officer wasn't really listening to this guy's nonsense then, but by not doing so, and it is understandable because this is just word salad, but he just inadvertently validated this guy's belief that vehicle registration is a contract with the state and not the law.
So I'll explain this to you. Let me know if you can hear me, Kate. So it's a citation for operating or permitting use of an unregistered vehicle. It's 10250. No points against your driver's license. You have two options. You can pay a check or money order within 20 days in an envelope I gave you, or you could appear at Alamosa County Court. Date and time was on the bottom left. If you pay the citation, you don't have to go to court. Don't pay it, you have to go to court, okay? Can I get a good phone number from you for court purposes?
the phone number I have is
Awesome. Okay. Do you have any other questions for me,
Yeah, his
Christopher?
little bacon snack.
not that I know of right this moment. Well, actually, I really don't desire to receive that piece of paper.
Okay. So you don't have to sign. It says served because I am serving it to you, okay?
Well, as I'm saying, I don't desire for it to be handed to me
Okay.
or placed on my property.
Okay.
Yeah, well, nobody ever desires a citation, do they? I mean, you're only making yourself look really childish and stupid by not accepting it. Plus, ignoring it doesn't make it go away. But all that's irrelevant anyway because his passenger undoes all his stupid in a couple of minutes when she accepts it for him.
So I'm going to go ahead. So here's your copy. Okay, this is defendant's copy. This is for you. I said you have a court date. If you want to go that route, that's no issue with me. It's totally up to you, but vehicle has to be registered, okay?
I understand your position.
All right.
Your
here's this
position.
for you.
Like I said, I don't want to be handed anything.
What was that?
I said I don't want to be handed or anything or have anything placed within my property.
Okay, but this is being served to you. Okay, so I can put it right here, or I can put it on your windshield, wherever you want it. Okay, I don't want to make this a bigger deal.
I know. I'm just trying to follow a specific protocol that I've been advised to and such. And
But,
the
I understand that. That's your right.
right.
Okay.
I mean,
And where has following that specific protocol, i.e. your soft-sit script from a soft-sit grifter got you? A ticket for no registration, which if you pay the fine is roughly the equivalent of a year's registration, maybe a bit more, a bit less. But you're wasting your time and not protecting any of your rights, which is what this is all about, supposedly.
I also got a, you know what I mean? My job.
I comprehend that there is guidelines that are placed upon you, and it sucks. I really do, because we both swore to honor the same thing, and they're forcing you
He's just trying to stand up.
to do something that goes against that which we swore to uphold.
Thank you for you guys.
You've got to be either really dumb or ignorant to accuse others of not upholding their oath to the Constitution, while you, a Marine veteran, completely disregard the 10th Amendment. I mean, you need to get some perspective.
That's his
I mean,
coolness too.
Like my mother asks me, "Why don't you have your Purple Heart license plate?" I'd be proud. But it's like, yeah, I'm very proud about my service.
Wonderful, and that's what we're here.
But to be forced into a contract just for traveling the nation that every doctor I speak to says I should have died for. They said I should have been blown in half.
You want me to
Well,
take it?
like I said, I'm just.
You know, I mean, and I get it, and I get it. I know it's. I'm saying y'all are stuck in a bad position too, because it puts us.
Your vehicle has issues, so I don't want to keep you here. Then
Right.
It's getting hot too.
So where would you like this placed?
Here, I'll take it.
Okay.
If so, just because you already told me to, I'm not gonna reach in, so I'm gonna give it to my. Or you can reach over my way.
Yeah.
So I mean, just
Okay.
just you know how everything.
Thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Y'all have a safe day.
What was that?
I said thank you, and y'all have a safe day.
Y'all
Hey,
take care.
nice talking with you. I'm pretty sure they put spikes under my tire, just in case I wasn't going to drive off, because it looked like they were pulling things out.
So there we have it, guys. Purple Heart Marine vet going full soft sit. Well, maybe not full, because he did give his name and he did have a valid licence. But more importantly, I think it's a bit rich accusing other oath takers of violating theirs, while apparently disregarding his oath by ignoring the 10th Amendment. But what do you guys think? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave me a like, share the video and subscribe to the channel.